There's a little bit of hit points covered there. Goodbye, Weasel Toe. I had a feeling you'd be sneaking back up here. No, thank you very much.
Did you see that? That is what I've been waiting for.
Hello. Rule 1 here, back with.
Our track's been hit! And now the rest of the brood. Target penetrated!
Top of the morning to you. Welcome to a Toby Tank video, where today I'll be reviewing the Headless Coachman. My goodness, what a bundle of fun. What a headless bundle of fun. I mean, not even a turret. That poor crew just flapping around up there out in the open. I hope they got some goggles on like Frank. Yeah, pick that up, Frank, that's it. So yeah, this thing is it's ever so mobile, great over a ridge. I'll give you some insight a bit later. We'll do things the other way around today. We'll do some good fun replays first, and then a little bit later we'll get into the statistics. So yeah, that's going to get heavy, Frank, pop that down. Between 1958 and 1960, Ireland's government acquired 8 Comet cruiser tanks from the British War Office for use by the Irish Cavalry Corps. Though said to be popular with troops, the vehicles saw limited use, and in 1962 one Comet's turret was irreparably damaged in a fire. Instead of scrapping the remaining functional parts of the vehicle, Cavalry Corps engineers developed a plan to mount a Bofors 90mm recoilless rifle to the tank's turret ring. Initial trials of the prototype were promising, but budget limitations led to the project's termination. So yeah, this Headless Coachman, wow. I hope you enjoy the replays we have for you. Played with some fantastically some fun friends. We really do enjoy the games we have together. So shout out to Steve and Paddy. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy these. Let me know in the comments. So without any further ado, here we go. Let's rock and roll. The Headless Coachman in a turretless vehicle, this is a prime and powerful position for such a vehicle. If you look here, we've got a nice bridge to our left now on screen with cover at the very top of that ridge. So this thing really does have fantastic burn depression. Being a turretless vehicle, you can get over the top of a ridge and only be exposing your gun. Yeah, you're going to do quite well, because you're not going to be able to receive damage. They might be able to damage your gun, but yeah, you're not going to. It's going to be difficult for you to lose hit points basically on a ridge, as long as you keep yourself hull down. You can see the gun that points right down there. Have a little example. So here we go. So you can poke just over the top, exposing very, very little of yourself, making your silhouette, your target, as small as possible while being able to fire. Although the shell speed is very slow, with it being a recoilless rifle, firing heat, it is actually quite accurate. It's quite accurate. The shells are out, of course. I'm not too accurate, but yeah, it is accurate. It can be derpy. Don't get me wrong. This is not like a precision tool, but it's quite accurate. The gun is quite accurate there. It can even hit small, fast moving vehicles. You know, when they're not stationary, you can still make those shots count. With the reload, it's not too bad, so you can push up the damage quite quickly, and you can deter light tanks, especially in Era 1, the FE107. It doesn't get warped all over by them, which some vehicles can do. And here you can see a prime example of using the shell speed to your benefit. You can poke out from cover, take off a shot, and start immediately retreating. And whilst the shell is still travelling, sometimes if it's far enough distance, you can even get a shot off and be behind cover before your shell even hits. Can be quite good in that sense for sniping. It can be quite safe. So we've taken out the heavy. The next close immediate threat is a charioteer. Get one in it to begin with. Second, and the third. We bounce off the back end. Thankfully we get some support. Just help us out there. Neutralise that threat. And what is next? What is next? Do we go this way? We've got to heal up. We don't have a lot of hit points. There is still a 4005 out there, and we're a one-shot to them. Not to mention, they've still got light tanks. Light tanks are plenty, and they will shred us. So we need those precious hit points. So we're going to sit still and build some of those up. There are some vehicles quite low on hit points, so we're just scanning what's in the area, what options we have. Now we're moving. We're trying to figure out who we want to engage first. Who's a primary target? Decide this way. With the support of the heavy there, seems like the best option. course, that's a very big threat. Taking out there, 5, L40T2, and then trying to spot where is the next best way to get across the map to engage, but engage safely. So cover to the right here to protect us from this very busy centre section. A couple of shots taking out the object 268 to the right, which allows us to then put our attention straight back ahead. Spot it on the horizon, get off one shot. Second track for no damage. Allows us to pull back a touch more, aim in a shot nicely, making sure we get that penetration and then the kill shot. It's on the map that we're being approached by a light tank, an FE-107. Nice successful penetration there. They're focusing on a little more than the driving, I suspect. So I tried to put on the pressure, and it seems to do the job. So now we have brought it back to 1v1, and we are aware that it's down to just 500 hit points there. With it being just the two of us, we need to try and take every advantage we can. So we see them potentially going to cap. So we sit back, build up those hit points. We have the time. There's a good 6 minutes on the clock. We did have a slight health advantage, and now it has evened itself out with them using a whole patch kit. You can see them on the other side of the map going into our cap, but they weren't spotted until they went into the cap. I did actually not know where they were, so the video will now switch from a replay back to regular footage, so apologies for the transition. Here we go. Yeah, this is the actual gameplay footage now of the end of the battle. So we're aware it's just us and them. Ideally, in a TD, especially a TD you can snipe with, if you can try and get the advantage and find them first, would be ideal. We're on similar health at this point. And as you can imagine, the adrenaline's flowing a little bit at this point. So, we'll take a breath, pop a whole patch kit. We have a good, over 30 seconds. They're right in front of us. See if we can spot them. See if they may move. They might make a mistake. You can see that they are still unspotted. Now we've got to be on their toes. They're here somewhere. We're real close. We're real close at this point. They have to be behind these rocks. Yeah, here we go.
Enemies losing capture point. Keep
One
firing.
nice pen.
They're hit.
And a
Enemy
ram.
destroyed.
And a ram
Best
kill to
job
finish.
I ever had.
8 kills. Victory. Almost 8k damage, which I must say, for Era 1, I'm very happy with that result. I think that's fantastic. So, Mastery. And of course, the Frost Heroes Medal. And now we have the next replay. Again, platooned up with my good friend Stephen Paddy. And this time we're on the map Westfield. So I'll let this run through a bit more. I won't talk you through how the tank works so much in this one. So yeah, enjoy.
Let's get this show on the road! Focus on this location. Penetrate their armor. No good. Didn't go through. Penetration. That one left a hole. We just dinged him. They've destroyed one of our tanks. Penetration! One of our tracks is damaged. We've lost the track. We're mobilized. Track's up. Let's go. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Say goodbye to that one. They're gone. We barely grazed them. Enemies are capturing the base. Target is hit. Punched a hole in their armor. We didn't penetrate their armor. Target penetrated. Our track's been hit. Dinged him. You've got 5 shells left. Make them count. The enemy destroyed one of ours. They're hit. Bail out. This vehicle has had it. Mission accomplished.
What a game, lads. Look at that. That's what we like. There's a screenshot. Top 3. Me, Steve and Paddy. Well done, lads. Well done. Cracking game. Okay, so let's have a little look into the inside of this odd-looking creature, the fantastic Irish beast, the Headless Horseman. So, here's the equipment I've got in it first, which has provided me for the stats I shall show you in a moment. So we have improved concealment, which slightly reduces tank detectability, and is active at all times. the gun rammer to increase the loading time of 7.5%, gun lane drive to increase the shell aiming speed of 10%, and coated optics just to boost that view range 10%. The consumables we use are the enhanced repair kit. The active use instantly repairs all damaged modules. The passive boost minus 15% to the repair time. We're also using enhanced rations, which active use gives you 15% crew performance and the passive boost of 10% commander XP and also 5% crew performance. And then also a enhanced hole patch kit, which gives you the active use, allowing you to restore up to 20% of your tank HP whilst stationary. HP restoration is halved whilst moving, and HP restoration stops if damage is taken, with a passive boost of 5% chance of module damage, so reducing that damage there, the chance of the damage. So these are the stats. So we have a top forward speed of almost 60 kilometers an hour, reverse speed of 22.5. We have 600 horsepower, giving us a power to weight ratio of 23.82 horsepower per ton. We have an internal fire chance of 15%. Grand total for our hit points is 1,850. Our whole rotation speed is 34 degrees a second. The terrain resistance is soft 1.25, medium 0.53 and firm 0.48. The detectability range whilst still is 277.67 meters and whilst moving 346.10, with a view range of 587.05 meters and the signal range 594.51. So we have a turret rotation speed of 41.72 degrees a second, which is a a little bit faster than the hull. Its accuracy during the turret rotation is 0.72 meters. Its accuracy at 100 meters is, while still, is 0.23. So it is quite accurate. Its accuracy during movement is 1.48 meters. So its max elevation for the gun is 8.10 degrees. So it doesn't like looking up, but my goodness, it likes looking down. With 15 degrees of max depression, it really will completely surprise you shooting over a ridge. This thing is fantastic for it. So it's got a reload time of 5.68 seconds with a rate of fire 10.57 rounds per minute, giving you a DPM of 3.171. Now its aiming time is 1.73 seconds. Of course, it's just the Bofors 90mm recoilless rifle. So it's just a one shot, and it fires heat with an ammo capacity of 60, with a penetration value at 100 meters or 500 meters regardless of 380mm, and the damage you'll be doing is 300, module damage 122. Now the max speed of the ammo is 653 meters a second, so it is very slow. But yeah, it is good. It is quite accurate. It can derp rarely, but it is mostly accurate. With the ammo max range at 1,000 meters there. So let's look at the commander skills I used there. Good old Frank Pankane. So we use Quick Learner, which of course is going to give us a 10% increase to commander XP earned from battle. Born Leader, 5% increase to skill effectiveness and crew performance. Camouflage expertise would be in the TD. We want a bit more concealment, so we get 7.5% increase to the vehicle's camouflage factor. Snapshot, 10% increase to accuracy during turret rotation. Expert Gunner, 6% increase to chance of damaging enemy crew and modules with non-HE shells. 25% decrease to the effect that distance has on shell penetration ability. Situational awareness, 6% increase to max view range. Run and gun, 10% increase to accuracy when moving. Green thumb, 10% increase to the vehicle's camouflage factor when in foliage. So let's have a little look into the modules. So here is where the engine and the fuel is stowed. Here is where the ammunition is stowed, just front and rear of the turret here. And here's one of the best bits. So here is where the crew are positioned. So yeah, 5-man crew, 4 of them inside, 1 of them just, head flapping around in the wind there. I hope they got some goggles. Yeah, there they are up there, look. So yeah, completely exposed, right next to that gun. There's an overview of it all together. Yeah, that poor gunner at the top there. So there's the modules. And here's a little armour insight, what little armour there is. Yeah, so max armour, we've got 76mm right at the front there of the hull, 63 at the tippy front by the drive wheels, and then yeah, much is not really much armour. I mean, we can look, it's a bit of insight, and you can see the top of the head of the gunner there poking at the top. So yeah. There we have the Headless Coachman, which I definitely have to give a big shout out. One of my good friends. I wouldn't have this thing if it wasn't for the absolute legend that is Martin. So Martin, sir, you are an absolute diamond. So thank you, sir, very much. Without you, this video would not have been possible. So thank you, Martin, and thank you everybody for watching. This has been a Toby Tank video, review of the Headless Coachman. Hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you and goodbye.